So I have a feeling that somebody is feeling like they made a mistake with you, or somebody is realizing they made a mistake with you. Um, like they had a plan to get you to fall in some way, to fall and stumble. They wanted to laugh at you, but they might have laughed too soon or something. Like whatever they did was too impulsive that it gave you clear foresight on exactly what their intentions were. And so now you have a clear understanding of how to deal with this person, which is exactly what they didn't want. They wanted you to be left in the dark. And I feel like whoever this person was, they came in, they might have wanted to kick you while you were down, but they actually came in and changed your entire life. Or this is what's going to happen. Like somebody is going to come in and try to get the last laugh, but they're actually going to end up saving you or rescuing you from the situation just because of their honesty, showing that they genuinely don't care. Okay. And I feel like, okay, so whatever situation you're in right now is very close to being over. Like maybe somebody's getting out of prison or something like that. Like somebody was falsely accused. Or somebody might have been experiencing a mental block due to this person's manipulation of your emotions. They might have been doing some black magic on you. You're definitely getting justice for that. You're rising above that situation. And it's almost like they're giving you a leg up because of what they did. Yeah, because they laughed a little bit too soon, or they celebrated a little bit too soon. Switch places. You and this person that was attacking you, sort of switch places in that space and time, and you realize that you don't have to laugh at their pain because you just like you are experiencing it, or you were experiencing it in that moment, and it's just not funny. And also it seems like their laughter is what okay, like their laughter is their medicine, and it's just proof that they're sick. But you're gonna get the help that you need for whatever the situation is, because they might have been causing some sickness in your life. You're getting your voice back. Nobody can tell you how to think or feel about your situation. You can tell your own story and stand up again. Maybe somebody was having some issues, some mobility issues. It's like somebody was tying cords around your feet and really have an effect on your intuition, your ability to see straight. Somebody could have been having issues with their eyes, with their speaking, their abilities, their vocal cords. Well, somehow I'm hearing cutting the cords from this person. Yeah, this person was mirroring you, but almost trying to steal your identity. They wanted to steal your identity so they could reap the benefits of what they considered you to be. They were jealous of you, and they felt like you were going to succeed more in life. So you might have felt like you were getting stepped on and trampled for a while. And this person came in, they returned to the scene of the crime. They came back into your life to just kind of gloat over what they had done. And now you have that chance because you don't have to ask permission to be better. You don't have to ask for anyone's okay to get well. And I feel like this is like whatever happened was definitely for a reason, because you might have been going in the wrong direction. Like maybe trying to avoid this person was actually, but now that this person showed their true colors, they came out of the dark and they took your peace. So now this person is suffering what you had to go through, which is nothing I feel like you will have wanted for them. Like it isn't something that you would have wanted for anyone. Like this isn't something you would have wished on your worst enemy. But they're receiving their justice. It's just the way it works. You definitely suffered long enough for this person. Adventure, say yes to change. So something is definitely changing for you. It seems like it has something to do with the way you view things, and also like trying to limit yourself in some way and back away from the situation. Back away from your blessings, and maybe saying you you don't deserve it, but you definitely do deserve what's happening for you. You deserve this relief. As a starseed, as a light worker, you serve the world and you've been serving the world, and it's time for you to be replenished for that. You held out for long enough. Embrace your weirdness, face your truth. Yeah, like at some point I feel like you were trying to be normal, quote unquote, trying to be normal, and or trying to manifest this new reality for yourself, trying to reinvent yourself in some way. But because of what this person did, and it kind of turned you around to really look at who you are in this moment, is all you ever need to be. And that is your truth. Speaking your truth is relief from this person's entanglement. And this is where the help is coming from, because now you're actually speaking the truth versus, trying to manifest this new identity that's actually causing you to struggle in some way. Your soul is growing. You're experiencing new growth rate, higher learning, life lessons. This was a lesson. And also, it seems like this person is not learning their lesson. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come back to gloat. And it was the worst thing they could have done for themselves, but the best situation for you, because now you don't have to defend this person anymore. After everything you've been through, you were planning on going out. For somebody I'm talking to, I feel like you have really said this is it. Like there's no help. There's no way you can get out of this situation, because you're not going to jeopardize your integrity. You're not going to compromise your own morals and values. So it's not time for you to give up. It's not time for you to call it quits. You're still strong. Even if you ask for help, even if you receive this help, because I feel like you're going to get it. Whatever you ask for, whatever you put your hand out for, you're going to receive. And you don't have to look at it as a negative thing. It shows signs of mental stability, and you becoming a better person because you help yourself. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. So at this time, you don't have to worry, because you're protected. And it may have been a time where you were kind of constantly on the prowl, just looking around to make sure you were safe and make sure, no one was trying to attack you because you had stood in front of other people's way, other people's line of attack. Other people were being attacked and you stood in their way and protected them. But at this time now, you know you don't have to protect them anymore because they stood behind you purposely so that you could be attacked because they were jealous and they knew that the world was against them. The world was never against you. You just stood in their way and protected them. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. This is somebody you're getting your power back from them. You probably didn't even know until recently that this was the person that took your power, this situation. And I feel like it traces back pretty far. Maybe not all the way to birth, because this is definitely not something that originated within your DNA. It's something that happened once you became part of this earth and this material world. Once you came into consciousness, this person was very close to you and they saw your light and they attacked you early on. And this might have been something you've been defending yourself from, or feeling like this is the beginning of what life is about. And you've been learning from this person and abusive people like them, that this is the way, you have to live in order to survive. But constantly being in this state of needing to protect yourself and, a state of defense, a defensive mindset, was actually separating you from your real home, your real safe haven. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So I feel like this is for someone who's nurturing themselves, and you no longer have to reach to other people for approval and acceptance. Whatever you're looking for is from within. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. So what you went through was important so that you can recognize what other people are going through. I feel like this is just one of the reasons why you had to experience what you experienced, because you're not being cut off. You're not being cut off from society anymore. If that was the case in the past, you're just getting closer to it and understanding how much people need you and people like you. It's almost like this experience just gives you more credibility. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So you can walk wherever you want on this earth with confidence. You can travel the world with confidence because who you are goes very far. You might feel like all of a sudden you don't feel as nervous or afraid now, realizing this about yourself, realizing who you are, how important you are. And the least amount of time you spend worrying about what someone else has done, the more quickly you are back into your flow. You don't skip a beat. And then it feels as if like you're not being affected at all, even if you are aware. But I definitely see you getting whatever help that you call out for, and you can decide at this time what it is that you need. Okay, and remain in your meditative state. We see you as being on the prowl, but not looking for predators, but looking for what's going to help to nourish you and sustain you in terms of your interests and your goals. You really do have the freedom of your space at this time. I see you being very multitasking, doing many things at once, and having a clear set of what is required of these tasks. Having a clear mindset here. You're being very strong here. And you kind of see like being strong doesn't mean that, there aren't some upsets and you haven't experienced hurt. Because I feel like some people have been very hurtful towards you, but you're able to release that pain. And it puts you on a different level because now these same people cannot access you. They wanted you to feel their pain. But because you stayed in a meditative and peaceful state, they're unable to relate to that type of energy. If they were able to relate to you, they wouldn't be attacking you. And this is also something that they are afraid of. You're receiving support at this time. I see you being lifted up, almost like a queen at this time. You're being lifted and carried like an Egyptian queen or goddess, an Egyptian goddess. You may have some Egyptian DNA in your bloodline, but it doesn't have to be the case. Spiritually, I feel like you are connected to this energy. You're very much in alignment with this energy. Okay. So let's pull a few more cards. I can see it being very peaceful. I just see you in a new place. And especially in a new mental mindset where you might actually be walking the same paths every day, looking at the same trees and the same roads, but you have a totally different feeling. Like it feels like a different world. Almost like when you see those old photos of, places in 200, 300 years ago, or even ancient civilizations. Is like, well, this is the same place, but you're in the future. And those things that you were dealing with is in the past. That those conflicts and disagreements, the tension that you were experiencing, that's in the past. I feel like things are going to start back up for you, but you're going to have a totally different perspective when it comes to this situation. This could be a workplace or maybe something that you were doing before that was working out for you, and then someone came into your life and kind of upset the situation and made you kind of thrilled off, like you really didn't see your blessings for what they were. And this is because that person was jealous of you. They were emotionally manipulative towards you, and it might have put you into this state of being very anxious, being withdrawn. You could have went into isolation for a while. And so this person just coming back into your life to check up on you, make sure you're still suffering. Now I'm realizing it's just a quick shift, that whatever they were hoping for you is the situation that they're now in. Subconsciously, they don't realize that them being so caught up on whether or not you're safe and, everything, that all of those traps that they tried to set for you is going to kind of give them hallucinations, because they're constantly thinking about, why didn't you fail? And it's just putting their mind in this state of fear. which is unfortunate for them, because I feel like the same goes for people who see you and want you to be blessed. If they're constantly thinking of ways that you can succeed and prosper, their mind is now in that state of prosperity. It's the same goes for the people who love and support you. They're also being loved and supported. The people who hate you are hated. It's just the energy that they project. So you have some choices here. And this is again with your multitasking, that you have many options on where you want to go and what you want to do with this new opportunity. Because you don't have to stay in the same place anymore. You don't have to sit still. You can move around. Yeah, you've taken steps to change your life at this point. And I'm definitely seeing results. Okay. Homecoming. You could be seeing the angel numbers 1111. There's also a ceremony here. It looks like a marriage, but I'm really seeing it as a partnership between you and someone who supports you through thick and thin. This could also be someone that you've been supporting, and you might have gone through some situations that were pretty difficult because of the support you have for this person, but it shows your loyalty. This person approves of you being supported, you getting the help that you need. Okay, I'm seeing an approval here, and for you to go forward with this new agenda, this new goal that you've got your heart set on, something you're working towards. I'm seeing you being accepted. And it's not because of any formal protocol. I feel like it's because of your spiritual alignment. Just seeing how humble you are. Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's important to mention that this blessing that's coming towards you is already in effect. So you don't have to be really, you don't really have to show who you are. Okay, so how to say this is, what you've been through is enough, and it shows. You hear people saying you don't look like what you've been through, but it definitely is not the case in this situation. I feel like it shows from your head to your toe that you have been through it, okay? And it's very clear that you need help at this point. You don't have to try and be strong and be tough and act like everything is okay. You know, it's not necessary to do anything at this point but put your hand out, because, or open your mouth and speak and say you need help to the right people. I'm hearing a closed mouth doesn't get fed. And if this is a situation where there's something working itself out, even if it's not like a situation where things are set up for you, or it's like you can just naturally go to this place and take out whatever energy is about, whoever was stopping you from getting what you needed. Also, I feel like this has to do with spiritual clarity. Whatever was blocking your mind from your creativity, that was interrupting your flow, this is what's being broken out of your path. These obstacles are being removed. Yeah, and I'm feeling like it's not a situation where it's like, oh, this is normal. You just press this button or pull this lever and voila, the door's open. It seems like there really is some intervening from your spirit guides to say, okay, enough is enough. Like, they really were going to take you to the very end and just cut you off completely. But your spirit guides are intervening at this time and saying, okay, it's time for you to get the help you need. We see that you are very strong. You're very tough. You don't give up. But now it's time to get back to where you belong, which is in a much higher position than where you are. But there's something about this level of ranking. Like, that's what I feel like. It's not about being tough or being above anyone or being Like, you don't need to stick your chest out or anything like that, because it's like you are remaining humble because you've been through enough to know that the world is willing to beat you down if you stand in the way of their attacks. Like, they're not going to stop for you. But at the same time, your spirit guides did stop this truck or something. Like, somebody could be protesting or standing up for somebody else, whereas like you were willing to give your life for this cause, and you could have lost it, but someone stepped in and said that's enough. And then it comes back to this person who wanted to see you fail. It's like they're receiving, they're standing in your way. They're now protecting you. But all glory belongs to God in this case. Because this person is not doing it on purpose. He or she does not realize that they are standing in the way of what was going to pretty much end your story. For some people, you control your own narrative and you decide that this story continues. I just see you as getting more power, but it's such a subtle energy. It's not something you need to boast and brag about. It's very subtle. It's very calm. I'm going to just pull a few more cards to close this energy. Sort of just where you are right now. Mystic of Bells. So you're in a place where basically you have a blank slate, a clean slate. And know that whatever steps you've taken just recently to move forward in your future, that's already on track. That's in motion. Right now, you're just kind of taking it day by day, really pretty much recovering from what you've been through. This is your moment to breathe. Set your thoughts on a very positive path. Okay, so you're not scheming and plotting. You don't have to worry about the outcome of this situation. It's just a very natural next step. Yeah, definitely eliminate all stress and worry at this point, because it's very clear that you have the evidence and the proof to show that you are in the rightful position to receive these blessings. Okay, and this also, you don't need to report whoever this person was. Look at that, Seven of Bells. Seven of Bells, whoever this person was, you don't need to report them trying to steal your energy, trying to drain your life source. Like I said, this person is replacing you just by being in that position of thievery. They're gonna end up receiving the justice of, you're receiving justice for whatever they did. They're receiving their rightful justice. Everything is in order. And I'm seeing this person coming in. So there's like this special person. Maybe this could be your spirit guides, but this could also be your higher self. Someone that is very much a nurturer of your spirit. You nurturing your spirit at this time and kind of mapping out where you want to go from here. So really take this energy of acceptance and approval into your next journey.